Meowdy Earthlings, welcome back to another pick a card reading. How have you guys been? Hopefully you guys have been well since the last time, and before we get started, I do have an announcement. The announcement is my shop is back open, so if you are interested in purchasing a reading from me, the link to my Etsy shop is down in the description. There's more info on my Etsy page and even down in the description. And yeah, if you have any concerns, you can reach out in my Etsy shop. Going into what the question is today, today's question is, what is the gossip on you? What are people saying about you? What's the tea? Yeah, so that's what we're going to be finding out today. Hopefully you guys enjoy. You guys know the drill. If you guys need a little bit more time choosing your options, you can go ahead and pause now. Please be mindful to only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This is for collective energies, so be mindful of that. Multiple energies are going to each and every pile, and if it doesn't resonate, let it fly. And with that, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Hi, option ones. If you chose the Mother, this card, option ones, then this is what people are saying about you. Okay, well, first of all, you could be a mother. I'm including like pet parents in here. If you're not a parent of any sort, then this is just about you serving. You, like, I'm getting your mother, meaning you are slaying, you are killing it, you are that fucking bitch. And I think that with the amount of toys here, it tells me that you guys have a lot of options or a lot of abundance or a lot of things coming into you. And I think that it says, I have the golden ticket, and it's pointing down to, you know, her stomach. And this is for my Britney deck, of course. So iconically, Britney did wear a shirt saying that, and I want to read from the book what it says. Maybe give us more info. Let's see. Britney's sons are the loves of her life. They were born almost exactly a year apart, have toured the globe with their famous mama, and even walked the red carpet alongside her. The boys have given fans a glimpse at another side of Britney, the devoted mother. Through videos and pictures she shared with fans, we've seen her glowing with joy while hanging out with her children, even when they play pranks to freak her out. With her boys, Britney exudes a contagious happiness that can't be denied. The mother encourages you to spend time with the people you treasure and remember what truly matters. So I'm getting a few things, like it could be that you take care of things in your friend group, or even the glue of your family, or you try to get things in order. It doesn't matter if you're a mom or not. I'm just getting that you have a very, like, a leadership quality to you in a sense of a group setting. And for some reason, people are talking about that. Maybe it's because this harbors a lot of attention, you know, being the glue or taking care of everything. So it would kind of just make sense that, you know, people are talking about you. I think a lot of people know you, because I'm getting groups for some reason. But let me see why they are talking about you. It says, Queen of my world. They're talking about you because, yeah, exactly. You're slaying, you're mothering, you're serving, you're, like, getting everything that you want. And I think people just I think some people feel like, I'm hearing oh, she thinks she's all that. But I guess it could be seen different ways, because it could also be seen as like, ugh, she's so hot, she thinks she's all that. And it's like supportive. And then, you know, do you know what I mean? I think it's very positive, and I think people just see you in your element, and people know not to fuck with you. You stand on business, and you will do anything it is. You will do anything to get what you want or to get what you need. And I think you do it in a soft approach, being the mother and being so helpful and being so caring with other people. I think you also exude that energy towards yourself, and that's why you have so much abundance, or a lot of like material things, or traveling, or, you know, experiencing different parts of yourself, of life, of the world. Yeah, I think people are just talking about how you've expanded somehow, or maybe you are going into different roles, because Brittany is not only a mother, but she's also an actress, a singer, a dancer, you know. So I'm getting a lot of like multifaceted, almost jack of all trades kind of thing. I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling for tarot, so see what they're saying about you. What are they saying about my option ones here? You have the Chariot, the Queen of Cups, please, the Seven of Swords, thank you, one more, the Justice card, thank you, and the bottom of the deck you have the Seven of Wands. Okay. Well, so it was kind of definitely what I was getting already with Mother and Queen of my world. Like, there's a very soft side to you where you're very emotionally understanding, you're very loving, you're very compassionate with the Queen of Cups, but you're also very much a go-getter with the Chariot. You could have a lot of Cancer energy. I'm also getting Libra, so I'm also getting that the gossip is that you've achieved so much and you're willing to for some of you guys, you'd be willing to do something just to get on top. But I think you do that if people play you. Because I was getting, like, with Queen of My World, people know not to fuck with you. And I think that with the Seven of Wands as your main energy, I'm going to bring this a little bit closer, because I think that you are that monster and you see that little person over there. I think that's everyone else. So what that tells me is, like, I think what people say about you is that you have to be very careful about what they say to you, because you will defend or stand up for things if you really need to. I think that a lot of people also talk about how strategic you are with justice, and you treat people the way that they treat you. I'm getting, like, very eye for an eye. You give the energy that you receive from others, and I think a lot of people don't see that. I'm getting that people are talking about these things because you might have popped off on somebody or have defended some sort of idea. I don't know if there was some sort of, like, debate that you had, or just if it's not that, then I'm definitely getting there was a situation where you really took control of it. And I think you had an eye on things. And I think people misjudged your ability to stand up for yourself. I think a lot of people misunderstand you. And for some reason, that's what people are saying. Maybe it's because you did pop off, and then the gossip is what, like, you popping off, and then them explaining, well, yeah, that's what they kind of get, though, because everyone knows that they only react to what is given to them. They act accordingly, is what I hear. I think that what people are saying too is just the fact that you're just willing to defend what's right, yourself, your territory, what's your career, your friends, things that you care about. Like, you are just somebody that will fight for the underdog, or I'm just getting a very defensive individual, because I'm getting very much like mama bear energy too with the mother, especially now with the Queen of My World oracle being right there. Yeah, I think that what people also say is that gossip or things cannot get past you. Maybe it's you use your intuition. I'm hearing mother's intuition, but again, you don't have to be a mother. I'm just getting just the fact that there's a really strong instinct within you. And I don't think a lot of people see this coming. It could be very much like you're sneaking around and trying to act accordingly, or that you're preparing for like battle almost. It's like, it's like sometimes you're in the background, and then sometimes you'll just come out very defensive. And you got people like holding on to themselves, like, what is going on with all of these, whatever it is that you're saying. I think what people say also is like people might be scared of you. It's like, honestly, they're terrifying. That's what I heard. Yeah, I'm seeing the Queen of I said Queen of Wands, but I'm trying to say King of Wands, but I said Queen. So a lot of feminine energy in that sense, because of that slip of being a queen. I'm getting just like the phrase, okay, queen, yas, queen, meaning like people are always supporting you. People always have your back. Again, with the friend group thing, people just, you're being surrounded by people that love you and are there for you. And for some reason that's being talked about here. But with a King of Wands, it's going in with that strategy stuff that I was talking about. There's a lot of thought process. There's a lot of like thinking or thought processes through whatever it is that you do, especially in situations or issues with other people. You right wrongs, and that's what people talk about, and that's why people don't like to fuck with you. Yeah, people are afraid of you. Yeah, I think you're very sweet, very motherly, very compassionate, like this teddy bear, and really abundant, but don't fuck with you. That's what people are saying. Like, people are just trying to give them the heads up. Yeah, I split it apart, and it's like the Page of Cups. Do you see that? It's like people are saying your lore, and everyone's like, ah! Oh my gosh, like, people just know not to fuck with you. Because the King of Wands has time. Oh, and behind the King of Wands is the Three of Pentacles, which is like cooperation, other people, groups. you know? So I'm getting that you have people that have your back, you have eyes, because even in this chariot, there's 3 little like monsters that are following the chariot. So it tells me like you have some sort of entourage or posse, or you know what? Because I got Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands energy gives witchy vibes. And if that's the case, if you're a witch, maybe you are known to have a coven. And people are scared of like what you can do, you know? If not, it's just a friend group that, you know, or a group of people that you are with consistently that they find intimidating and will have your back because they have eyes for you, eyes around you. You know, you have a lot of loyal people around you because you're loyal to them. You will defend those in your life. Sorry, I was trying to find the right word. Let me get the oracles here to get a little bit more info for you. So you have trickster, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. In the shadow, it says manipulating others to duplicity. Oh wow, this is like really just hitting the nail on the head. It says Venus. Love life, the basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. Don't let your past hold you back, South Node. It says massage. Temporary situation. You have wishbone, wish is granted. And then you have hat, you will be playing a different role. Okay, so I think that, first of all, the fact that you have 2 cards about connections, relationships, I don't know if you're in a relationship now. Maybe you are. But if you're not in some sort of like long-term relationship that, you know, that might be public, exclusive, then this is just about how loving you are. I think this just kind of reiterates how maybe you have a lot of love suitors, a lot of people interested in you, maybe a particular love interest is talking about you specifically, because Venus here is all about romantic connections too, but not only that, it's also platonic. So to generalize it, if you're not in a relationship, I'm just getting you're just a loyal friend. You have loyal followers because you're a loyal friend. People have your back because you have theirs. And that could be a misconception. You know, maybe people just think that you could be a manipulative person and people just follow you and people think that you're scary, but really I think that you're a really loving person. I think that you have this ability to be funny and have this duplicity to you that where you can like defend yourself, but also I'm getting a little bit of like a troll. Like you troll people or you clown people when they mess with you or people that you love or care about or things that you care about. I think that you don't really care about reflecting back the energy people give you, even if it's shitty. especially when it's shitty. That's when you react the most. It's like a boundary thing. And I think it's because you've just learned from your past. You understand how not to be treated, and you don't let the people that you care about be treated less than they deserve. Oh my god, wait, hold the fuck on. Because I said you will be, it's like, I don't know if you're playing a different role. I literally said those words. Quaking. But anyways, yeah, I think that because you are multifaceted, I think there's different faces to you. And I think that whenever there's drama or issues, they're always temporary situations, because I think that you always come to a conclusion, a solution, or find a way. It's like you have tricks up your sleeve to make the situation go away, and that's what mothers do. They make the situation go away. They have so much power in order to expel a lot of negative energies around them, and to kind of keep the peace and the love within their tribal unit, right? And I'm getting it's because of how great your energy is, your wishes always are granted, and that's why you always have so many things coming toward you. That's why you're so abundant. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting for the cards here. I'm going to turn off my mic now and grab you guys some charms. Okay. I hope it's on. Okay, it's on. Alright. So let's let me put these charms up here. Wow, a lot of numbers came out for you. Let me grab these numbers for you. You got number 3, the number 7, the number 9, the number 6. Wait. It's number 9, right? Yeah. Hold on. Could be Cancer energy, but also 69. Number 5. You have the letter H, the letter Q, the letter Z, K, M, and N. You have intelligent here with Gemini and passionate with Scorpio. So those could be your signs. I'm getting a lot of people could say that you are a really good listener or someone to talk to. And I think that with the Scorpio energy, people find the spicy side to you, that you're very feisty, you're very, protective over your energy and who you let in. Yeah, a lot of equal give and take with the number 6, a lot of changes and growth that you've been through with the number 5. Number 7's a lot of spiritual development within you. Number 3 is creativity. Wow, a lot of numbers. You have the blow dryer here, so I'm getting that could be a hairstylist. You love to color your hair a lot. You have really nice hair. It says find joy in the journey. Yeah, you're just going with the flow. And I think here with the butterfly goes with the changes and the transformations that you're going through. With this island right here, yeah, maybe you're traveling, you're experiencing the world, right? And then I think this is called an unk. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I'm not really sure what it means, to be honest. I think it has to do with spirituality, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm gonna look it up. It's a key of life. Key of life is an ancient Egyptian hieroglyphic symbol used to represent the word life, by extension as a symbol of life itself. The Ankh is a T-shape topped with the droplet-shaped loop. What does it symbolize? Eternal life, physical life, immortality, death, reincarnation. Yeah, like, what's really interesting is like South Node is all about past lives, and maybe you're really connected to like past lives or just the spiritual side of things, like the intuitive part. Maybe you would just have a really strong intuition, and that's how you see through everyone's bullshit. It says live, laugh, love. Yeah, you're very good with the flow, especially with find joy in the journey. Yeah, like you're just going with the flow, going with the ebbs and flows in life, and when people mess with you, you fight back, and hey, you're going to defend your own. It says there's a knot here. There's a lot of knots. So I'm getting a lot of like loyalty, a lot of longevity with you. I'm getting a lot of people are connected to you or feel a connection, a really strong connection to you, or people are always led back to you. There's something about religion, spirituality. There's something about maybe an education in that, theology for some reason. It says there's a tree and some leaves here, so I'm getting like matriarch, so I'm definitely getting a lot of mothers here, or just like people that have very motherly energy, or you are just a very family oriented person, and that's what people kind of talk about here. I don't know, this reminds me of like, I'm not sure, travel. Like this charm kind of reminds me of when people travel and they get like a souvenir at the store. I'm not sure, like an ivory horn of some sort, some luxury jewels, travel again. Yeah, but those are the charms right there. Hopefully they made sense and you enjoyed this reading. Option number 1. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. This is all I have, so I'll be moving on to my next options. Hello, option number 2s. If you chose the Femme Fatale, then this is what people are saying about you. Here's a closer look. And it's just Britney's jean jacket. First of all, the words Femme Fatale. Getting a lot of like hot energy. I don't know. I'm imagining someone on a motorcycle. I'm imagining someone with really hard RBF. I'm getting someone with just a really tough attitude. People talk about maybe your style, your edginess, the way that you're just incredibly bold with your actions and your opinions. I'm getting a very rebellious energy. I'm getting somebody who definitely stands on business. I'm gonna look in the book to see what it says. Let's see. Let's see. It says Britney's 7th album, Femme Fatale, was made for the clubs. She experimented with EDM and kept the party going all night long. Femme Fatale was more upbeat, sonic sister of Blackout, with more glitter and flashing lights. The Femme Fatale's energy is contagious. She encourages you to be your most fun and fabulous self, to shake off your worries and go out dancing. Grab the champagne, put on your leather jacket, and head out into the night. You never know what magic is waiting for you on the dance floor. So maybe a lot of people are talking about how you're a party girl, or a party person. You're very, very social. Maybe you like going out to raves, to clubs, to or maybe like kickbacks or house parties. There's just something, I was getting that rebellious like energy, and I think that's where I was getting like the partying and just kind of having fun. I'm getting that, oh, I heard work hard, play harder. Like I get that you work really hard, but I think you work really hard so you can have a lot of fun. I'm getting a lot of social media interaction where maybe a lot of people, like social media influence, going out, people seeing your pictures, having fun, living your life, meeting new people. Yeah, I'm just getting a very, I'm getting an encouraging energy where people would say that, oh yeah, like if you're feeling down, they're going to cheer you up. They're going to take you out and have a fun night out with you. If you're having a really crappy time, that's the kind of friend they are, or that's the kind of person they are. Yeah, maybe, because you know what, I'm getting like a good friend of yours where it's just like, yeah, I was just having a really crappy night, and option number 2 is just cheered me up. They're really good at that. They're really funny. They're really loud and, really great at dancing. They had me up on my feet. It's kind of like that. And I'm also getting that maybe people talk about the fact that you are the plan maker. Like, you create the event or the party, or maybe the party starts when you arrive. That's what people say about you. Or it's like when you go out, or like when people create plans to go out, they say, hey, did you invite option number 2s? Because it's going to be more fun if they're there. It's going to be more entertaining if they're there. So yeah, I'm just getting very life of the party vibes. And I'm getting that when people who don't know you get to like find out stories about you through people that do know you and have gotten like the privilege to get close to you, they also want to be your friend. And that's the gossip, like, ooh, I want to meet them. They seem fun. I want to party with them. Hopefully I get to meet them soon. That's kind of what the gossip is what I'm kind of hearing here. Let's ask why they're gossiping about you. The temple of my body. The temple of my body. To clarify that, why are they talking about you? I think they're talking about you because I think they think that because of this, I guess, rough exterior that you have, people might think you have selfish or intentions. However, I think it's more like you're just so kept to yourself. You're so mysterious. I think that's what it is. It's like you're fun. You'll go out, you'll have a night out, but I don't think people know a lot about you. And I think you make it that way because the temple of my body is an energy about watching out for yourself, looking out for yourself and what you have, and just protecting this person. It seems to be protecting their body, their space, right? So I think that you are the type of person that likes their space, and people even talk about that. Let me look at the tarot here. What are they saying about my option twos? The Emperor. They saying about option twos. The King of Pentacles. 2 more, please. Okay, the 4 of Wands. 1 more. Thank you. The Queen of Cups here. The bottom of the deck, the 10 of Cups. What are people talking about? Okay, I'm seeing the 10 of Swords. Some betrayal? Maybe that's why you are so kept to yourself. What are they talking about? This is on the top of the deck, the Queen of Swords. So getting, maybe it was an ex-friend of yours, because it's like the 2 of Cups. The Queen of Swords. Maybe they're just simply trying to tell their story, but it's about a betrayal with another Queen of Wands, The 5 of Cups reversed. So yeah, I think this could have been a group setting, or like maybe multiple people were involved. However, what the gossip about you is, well, your main energy is the 10 of Cups. So I'm getting like a friend group, a family. I'm just getting a completeness within your emotional fulfillment. You've either have really great support system or family, or you've achieved some sort of like material or career aspect in your life that's really just fulfilled you. There's a lot of emotional awareness about that with the Queen of Cups even being next to the 10 of Cups. So there's a lot of like being in one's worlds, in one's bubble, because even with the 4 of Wands here, it's like they're defending the kingdom. They're defending their peace, their environment, and that's crazy that I was talking about space and what is going on around with the temple in my body, because the 4 of Wands is all about what's going around in your environment, your home, your space, your connection with somebody. And I think that your connection with somebody, the King of Pentacles here, there's a lot of loyalty, and I think that people kind of either talk about you and your friends and how you guys have been solid for a really long time, or they talk about how you and one particular person, a partner, like a relationship-wise kind of partner, or maybe even a business partner, is like you're still with them. They're still in your life. There's consistency with the King of Pentacles, and the Emperor is all about protecting one's kingdom. Again, very similar with the 4 of Wands energy. Overall, like I'm getting through the betrayals, if there were betrayals, and I'm going to cut the deck in half. got the Five of Pentacles. So people being left out in the cold. Maybe you were left out in the cold, or maybe you and a couple of people were left out in the cold. You and this couple were left out in the cold. There's something about even being left out, and you watched out for yourself, and you created your kingdom again. You created peace. You created your own bubble of stability, of, you know, of support, of a group of, you know, people to be around you again if you were isolated. And I think as the Emperor, you've made very sure to kind of establish your boundaries with people or others. I think also people say that you have a big heart with the King of Pentacles. I think there's a very understanding side to you, and then there's a side to you that can be that will defend what it is that you love. But that's a small amount. I'm getting more so it's you and other people, the people that you surround yourself with. And I think another thing that people say is that because you are so private, they're wondering how people got so close to you, because there are people close to you. They're like, how do you even get in? I'm hearing the beginning of, like, what is that one song? I forgot the title of the song, but it goes, you can't get in the club. You're mad because you can't get in the club. Yeah. I think I think there's something about remaking yourself, remaking your reputation and what you like. Because if there was changes or betrayals or things like that in the deck, then I would assume this is like a startup, a glow up of some sort, you know? Now there's more fun in your life if there was a lot of Ten of Swords energy. So let's look at the oracles to clarify a little bit more. You have Avenger, light attribute, desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. Shadow attribute, resorting to violence in the name of a cause. Okay. You have Soul. You have Sun. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. You have create art. Dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with a dark complexion or hair. You have egg. Success assured with good plans and hard work. And you also have love. Yeah, so for a lot of you guys, a lot of people could be talking about you and your relationship. I think you came out on top. You came out in a win-win situation with you and somebody. Because for a lot of you, I'm getting it's like you and somebody didn't make it out of the fucking group chat. That's what I'm getting. And that somebody could be someone you're best friends with, a family member with, business partner, a romantic connection, a partner in that sense. So it's honestly going to be different for everyone, but there's love between you and these people or person. And I think that regardless of where you end up successful and in good graces because you put in the hard work. You know, I think that Um, I think there is a part of you with the Emperor that has this ability to kind of achieve a lot of things in your life with a lot of hard work. And I think, you know what? In order to even be an emperor, you have to kind of go through the journey in all of through all of like the elements and kind of mastering these things and becoming the king in each one. So I think it took you a lot of time to even know what your boundaries are, know who you are, and what to stand up for. I'm getting a little bit of an advocate, an activist, but with the punk rock-ish jacket, I was getting like punk movement, and punk movement is all about like anti-war, anti like racist, anti everything that's not anything that is that doesn't they're all for. I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought right now. I'm trying to explain that the punk movement is all about advocating for the underdog. And the fact that you have full moon in Libra here, Libras are very diplomatic, so they have this ability to see things in a very like black and white way. They see both sides of the same coin. And I'm also getting the balance here with the two clubs, with the four of wands here. I'm getting that you're very creative and that you shine very brightly with because of your ideas or the way that you stand up for things or the way that you express your opinions. I'm getting cultures. I'm getting education on those cultures. So I'm getting a lot of sociology vibes from this, or social work vibes from this, or even law. It says your son watching is watched over and protected as he explores his world. I think that a lot of people just see you working and kind of like in your own world. And I think a lot of people even say that it's kind of like when you're going through a situation or drama, it's like you come out kind of unscathed. You come out as like this total badass. You radiate even more. And I think that you even created more out of your struggles or hardships. I think also people talk about your hair, your dark hair, your dark complexion, your beauty, especially with soul here, the physical beauty of you and how you carry yourself is talked about. But yeah, I think a lot of people see you as a winner, someone who's just very successful. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting for the cards. I'm going to turn off my mic now and grab some charms for you. Okay, so you have Gemini, intelligent, Sagittarius, optimistic. They are sister signs, by the way. You have the number 2 here. Number 2. The number 6. You even had the Libra here with the scales. Wow, that came out too. So you got the letter X, the letter U, the letter G, Q, and P. What I found interesting in your charms is that you got a lot of doubles. You got 2 butterflies. So I don't know if you get like double of everything, or you've just went through like double rounds of hardships, because you even got 2 feathers here, and then you got 2 cheerleaders. What's that mean? 2, 2, 2. Okay, so you and somebody else. I'm definitely getting you and somebody else. Maybe people are gossiping about like you about to be with somebody, or about like how someone has a crush on you, or maybe this is a crush that's talking about you, wanting to be with you. I don't know. Because there's something about like kind of working together and kind of rebuilding the environment up again, trying to make it balanced again, because you even have like this tool here. Listen, I'm not good with tools, but is this a wrench? IDK. But I'm getting like fixing things or trying to repair some damages. If there was a damage in certain connections, maybe people gossip about the fact that you're really good at trying to fix a situation or trying to solve a problem. I get that it's really hard for you to be transparent, because do you even see this? This is like a... Do you see that? It's like, it just gives me the symbolism. It's like there's a problem with transparency, or seeing you for who you really are, or you have a hard time revealing that to people. But you have an angel wing here, so maybe a lot of people associate with you a lot of purity. You have dolphins. Dolphins symbolize like fun. You even have these like, I'm not sure what language this is in, but it's like Asian lettering. So I'm not sure if like people talk about your culture or where you come from or your education on that, because I was talking about different, like the map here, maybe you're not from the same country as the people that are talking about you. Maybe you're a foreigner of some sort. I'm not sure if this is an I would say so. Maybe you have a different perspective on things. You have a sun here, sun twice, and you even have skull and bones. So that gives me a lot of, you went through a lot of transformations or a lot of changes, and you even have like a sock, Christmas sock here, and that gives me like maybe you're a really good gift giver, you're really thoughtful is what people say. So yeah, it's kind of what I'm getting there. People talk about your intelligence, the fact that you have equal give and take in your connections with the 6 and 2 here. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm getting. Hopefully you enjoyed your reading, option number 2s. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. This is all I have for you guys, so I'll be moving on to my 3rd options. Hi, option 3s. If you chose the Space Princess, then this is what people are saying about you. This is how your card looks like if you want to look at a closer look. Okay, the Space Princess. This particular card talks about the Oops, I Did It Again music video. So I'm getting that some people might say you're a heartbreaker. I'm also getting that people want to treat you like a princess, or there's something about you on a pedestal, or like people just looking up to you, people being intimidated by you because of like your star quality, your star power. It's like people just think you're better than them for some reason, because the space princess space, like, it gives me this energy of being otherworldly and being so incredibly unique, you know, like from space. And the fact that you're being called the space princess, it gives me this feeling that you have this regalness. Is that a word? I'm gonna make it a word. Regalness to you, or like royalty to you, because you think of yourself that way. You present yourself as better in some sort of way, and there's nothing wrong with that. It comes from a strong sense of confidence and understanding who the fuck you are. So I'm going to read from the book. It says, can you blame the astronaut in the Oops, I Did It Again video for venturing to the depths of the sea to bring Britney the heart of the ocean? We certainly can't. The Oops video and accompanying album saw Britney taking things to the next level. Bigger videos, bigger dance breaks, and bigger pop domination. In her red catsuit, Space Britney shows us exactly why she became such a superstar. You can't take your eyes off of her as she executes every move flawlessly and captivates the entire space station. The Space Princess is a symbol of confidence and empowerment. The sky or the stars is the limit for you. See, that's kind of what I was talking about, the star quality, and even being outer worldly, someone that it's like you're just different. Maybe even the allure, your aura is different. Like you walk into a room and a lot of people are looking at you. That's what people are saying, and that's what even people are just overall noticing about you. And I think that at this time of your life, you are kind of executing things. And, you know, what's ironic is that Chapel Roan is playing right now, and it's Good Luck Babe. And she blew up because of this song. So I'm not sure if, like, there's something at your job where you got a promotion because you just, like, were really freaking good at it, even if you were new. Like, that's the kind of gossip that people would be saying about you because you are that type of person. It's like you would get these outer worldly or unexpected special opportunities to you, and that's why people think that you might be better than them or intimidated by you. Yeah, people just have a lot of respect for you is what I get. I think people see how hardworking you are, and that's what they're saying, and that's why you are in the position of power that you are. It's like people gave you that title. People have because you have shown people a certain side of you, or maybe you've shown your true self, and they've given you this confidence somehow because of the extreme support that you have. Let me look at my dark mirror to clarify. Why are these people gossiping, talking about you? Colorless angel. Ugh. Very yucky energy. This is a yucky energy. Colorless angel. Whoever is talking about you, gossiping about you, the reason why is because they're bored with their lives. They're uninteresting themselves because they choose to do uninteresting things. Maybe they lack self-knowledge, or and I think that they want to project these negative emotions onto you, because maybe a lot of people do that to you. Because when people are high up the top, a lot of people project onto them because they're intimidated, because they want what they have, because of A, B, and C. It's going to be different. But yeah, I think a lot of people talk about you because it could be that you were in a depressive or pessimistic state, and somehow you became the space princess and you worked real hard on different areas of your life and a lot of different skills in order to not be as pessimistic, not be as dull as this colorless angel. There's such a drastic change to it because it's like all dark, very similar dark colors too in the background, and Miss Brittany here, her red is standing out real well. So that gives me this idea or feeling about you, option number 3, that you simply just stand out because everyone else might be bland or boring, or it's like you give people a breath of fresh air, and that's what people say. So let's see what else they say about you, option 3s. What's the gossip? Okay, 3 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the 2 of Cups, one more please, thanks, and you got the 6 of Swords. The bottom of the deck, you have the Tower. Wow, okay. Okay. So I think with the Tower, you went through very drastic changes. Maybe you have lost everything and you were this colorless angel, you were hopeless and you were pessimistic, and maybe that's why people are gossiping about you, because they saw you at your lowest and now are seeing you at your highest. I think people are talking about the way that you might have had to sacrifice something with the Hanged Man, and it could be other people, ex-friends, and I'm not, because you have the Ace of Pentacles, I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles here, so a new stable beginning, kind of starting over. On top of the deck, you have the 8 of Swords reversed. I'm cutting the deck in half, and it's the 3 of Cups. So I'm getting maybe a lot of people could have betrayed you or gotten in the way of things that you wanted, have gotten between of people that you wanted to be friends with. Because I'm getting with the 2 of Cups here, it's in relation to your friendships or connections, and with the Hanged Man being next to it, I'm getting that there's been a lot of illusions or a lot of fake people in your life, or people that you just didn't see would betray you, people that you always thought would have your back but actually don't really. And I think that these situations of betrayals from those who you've thought you could trust, you've made peace with that. I think that you found peace in other friendships and people that you find to be more fitting for you. And I think that you were able to work out of those, you were able to work out of the drama, because I think you were able to see things might have been unexpected, but you were able to see things for the bigger picture. Maybe you didn't before. Maybe it was really hard for you before, but now it's like you're kind of thriving. Now you see the light at the end of the tunnel. Now maybe you're making new connections, new friendships, or maybe you're more connected with yourself with the Six of Swords and the Two of Cups. This can also be very self-reflective. And I'm getting you really have to start over from scratch. And I don't think you wanted to, but you it's like you had to. Because I'm getting, it's like, what I'm getting from the Hangman and the Three of Pentacles here, it's like, the three Pentacles were taken away from this Hangman, and now they were only left with one. And whatever they had left, whatever one pentacle they had, they kind of had to start over from that. But I think that what people are saying is you were really good at navigating through this unexpected change, through this unexpected drama, situation, encounter, people. Yeah. Okay, well, I think that's what I'm getting for the tarot. I'm going to go ahead and start pulling out your oracles here. Okay, you have guide, light attribute, represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Shadow attribute, places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. You have Virgo. You have your wish is granted. What you've asked for is coming true. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Movement. You have the month of March. You have crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. And then you have box. You will receive a gift. Okay. So, I think a lot of people just are gossiping about how you have so many nice things. So many opportunities, so much promotions maybe. I'm getting a lot of pentacle energy where you've just been really working on your empire, working on your passions, working on yourself. And yeah, I mean, there's Virgo here, there's Capricorn there. Capricorn's really grounded in earth and water. Virgo is really mercurial, so they're very in their heads as well. So I'm getting that because of the way that you critically think or see things or see or understand situations or where you're at, you have a really great ability to, you know, how to like budget, or I'm getting a lot of like money management. I'm getting a lot of business entrepreneurship. So yeah, I'm even getting Taurus energy here. I think you get a lot of your wishes to come true because this is what a lot of people don't understand how you manifest. It's like you're not just supposed to wish for things and wait for things to happen. You're also supposed to put the energy into it. And that's what people are either noticing or and saying about you. It's like, oh, I'm hearing something. It's like one person could just be like, wow, they just get everything. I wonder how they do it. And then the other person's like, well, from what I heard, they have this side business, they even have this a job that pays a lot, they even do this side hustle on the side from time to time. Like, you're on the move, you're always on the move. You could also have Aries energy or Piscean energy, but March Aries energy, that would explain a lot of the endurance or the movement. And I'm getting that with the guide card here, representation represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Yeah, I think a lot of people just see how the universe works through you and how you work the universe to your favor. Excuse me. Yeah, I think that there's just a lot of abundance, that you have this ability to just conjure up. It's just like things will just pop up and it's just like, oh yeah, I bought it last week, or like, oh yeah, someone bought it for me, or like, and it's not even me. Maybe it's the fact that you're a really great gift giver too. Maybe it's because you have a lot of money. Maybe that's your way of showing people that you love them, and that's what people are saying about you. And or it's like people love exchanging gifts with you, or I'm getting like Christmas or birthdays. Like, you are really good at paying attention to what other people like. There's something about like friendship too, and having that ability to stay consistent in a business partnership, or at a work setting. I'm getting for a few of you too that people are gossiping about the fact that you got betrayed at your job and someone helped you out of there and it really worked out for you, like even better than you even expected. But I think that your moves, like every move you make, option number 3 is people are paying attention to. It is do you see? It's creating ripples. It's making people pay attention. And I think you make people pay attention because you have this guide energy. Like, your movement makes people talk about like how like manifestation is real or something, or like how magic is real, or how energies, you can manipulate energies. It's like you get people talking about those deeper things too, because like I said, Virgo is mercurial, so they really kind of nitpick the deeper meaning to what people are doing or what people present. Very critical, even self-critical. I'm also getting you're very precise about like the way that you move, how you move, and like just the way that you represent what you believe and who you are. Yeah, and I think because of that, a lot of people see that you are at peace. You have found peace within yourself and certain friends, maybe, to confide in. People who you know you can trust and who will like reciprocate those energies for you. There's something about like people talking about your boundaries too and learning from those boundaries that you've put up. Like, cool, they're really cool, you know? They really like stood on their business, and I really admire that about them. Like, that's kind of like what the gossip sounds like. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting for the cards. Let me turn off my mic and I'll go in with the charts. All right, so first thing, you have Taurus, Virgo, trustworthy, practical, Cancer, imaginative. Those are some qualities that people could be talking about that they like that about you, or you even have Gemini here. So I'm getting that maybe you have this ability to keep certain friends. Maybe you have a particular best friend that you have with you all the time. You have the number 1 here, so you definitely started over. Number 3, you're really creative, and that's what really helped you get to the top here. You are really receptive with your relationships and connections. Number 8 here, yeah, you are all about like consistency and longevity, and I even saw that with like the turtle here, and that explains all of the earthy energy. Like, you're willing to continue on. You have a lot of strength there. That's what the 8 symbolizes too. Number 0, you started from scratch. You started from nothing, and starting over is really hard. You even have the butterfly, which I think also symbolizes the starting over and transformations. You even have the infinity here, another 8, if you want to put it that way. You even have 2 birds. So I don't know why I heard 2, like, again, the bestie, like 2 birds. I'm also getting a lot of gossip about you. A lot of people talk about you. I'm also getting maybe you're really good at singing or songwriting, or like even just writing a book. There's something about lyrics, there's something about words when it comes to you. For the letters, you have the letter O, L, J, R, E, and K. You have a rose here, so maybe a lot of people want to date you, romance you, or maybe that they just, a lot of people talk about how passionate you can be. You even have a dolphin that's going through a hoop. So I'm getting that you're willing to have fun, but also jump through hoops in order to get whatever it is that you want. You love stepping into new adventures with the foot here. You even have a racket, so I don't like 2 rackets here. So there's about consistency. There's about this back and forth with people that maybe give you that consistency back. There's even a key here, so maybe you are more locked up or more introverted within yourself, and sometimes you need, like, you only give certain people the key to get to you or to get into your tower, right? And you even have a penguin here with their child penguin. So I'm not sure if you're like an older sibling. There's something about like mentorship or just people looking up to you, or you respect people who have mentored you. There's something about that, like an age gap of some sort, or just if not an age gap, it's like the knowledge and skill, or again that longevity. So if you want to look at your charms a little closer here, that is what I have for you, option number 3s. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's all I have, so I'll be moving on to my last options. Hi, option 4s. If you chose the Goddess, then this is what people are saying about you. Here's a closer look. So I feel like the Goddess is really similar to the Empress energy. I'm getting receptivity. I'm getting this ability to, if not produce a child, then produce whatever you put your mind to. I mean, Goddess energy, I'm getting earthreal. Like, I'm getting people talk about your aura or the way that you like present yourself so elegantly, so maturely. Honestly, I never really get the Goddess card. It's one of the first few times couple times I've gotten it. So let me read from the book. The goddess. Brittany welcomed her first child in 2005 and penned the touching ethereal ballad Someday I Will Understand just before learning she was pregnant, as the goddess brings new life not only by giving birth but by growing as a woman and an artist. Becoming a mother was something Brittany had always dreamed of, and as her pregnancy progressed, she looked inward and found peace and fulfillment in this new chapter of life. The goddess is all about believing in the promise of the future and the joy of a new day. So I literally was getting the word earthreal, and I think people just talk about how you are the epitome of transcending difficult situations. You are kind of an example of finding hope and like finding peace in your life. I'm also getting that people might talk about the fact that you're a dreamer or a visionary of some sort, like you have a lot of ideas. I don't know why I'm getting mom brain. You know, when you this comes from my aunt, like she says that there's such thing as a mom brain where when she's pregnant she kind of gets a jumbled mind. So I'm getting a very like a thought, a lot of thinking, a lot of maybe overthinking, or maybe, I mean, this is a lot of purple, so I'm getting a lot of intuition. I'm getting a lot of like observation, and because of being at peace, you're kind of just letting things flow and kind of just letting things move around you. So I get that maybe people talk about how you're very easygoing and how you're just there for a good time or there to just, you know, be supportive. But let's see why they're gossiping about you. Why are these people gossiping about you? And just to clarify, artificial heart. Why are they gossiping? Okay, so I'm getting that whoever is gossiping about you is gossiping because they're fake. They're fake supportive of like what you have, what you've gone through, what you have achieved in your life. Either that or like people think that whatever greatness has happened to you, whatever good has happened to you, is all a fluke. And I think for you, option number 4 is I'm sorry, but I'm getting haters, good gossip and bad gossip. And I haven't really gotten that for other piles except maybe the previous one, but not so much because I didn't really talk about it. But here I'm pointing it out. Like, I'm not getting all the gossip about you is the best. And I think it's because, I mean, I feel like being called a goddess is kind of almost an ultimate compliment, right? Something that's otherworldly and very powerful. And I think that people are in disbelief that you are in the position that you are today. Whether you got a promotion, whether you have a family and kids, whether you went back to school, whether you created your own business, whatever is produced or conducted or created by the goddess has made people wonder why, and has gotten people to be a little judgmental, honestly. Let's find out more through tarot. Let's see. What is the gossip about my option 4s here? Okay, you have the 7 of Cups. Okay, you have the Hierophant. Alright, you have the 3 of Cups. One more, please. You have the Queen of Swords. Bottom of this deck, you have the Knight of Wands. Okay. What are people talking about, huh? So. Well, that's interesting. Because I was talking about, like, this artificialness. Like, this too good to be true energy, right? And the first card that came out is the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups is all kind of about illusions and kind of looking at what cups are real or are even worth exploring. You're kind of weighing out your options here, and there's a little bit of like this alluring energy to the 7 of Cups where it's kind of up in the air. And then I see the 3 of Cups here, which is all about like celebrations and socialization and going out and having fun. But I'm kind of wondering what the Hierophant is doing here, because the Hierophant's all about tradition, and it's all about sometimes religion, society, and it's all about the system of things. It could also just be about a power that a person has of finding out things around them. It's manipulative in a sense, this energy that I'm getting, because it's like I'm feeling an energy of trying to get information out of somebody and manipulating people around them to get the information. There's also something about like a party, going out. Let me try to figure out what they're trying to say here. I think maybe other people are involved. That could be a possibility. I'm also getting a rejection for some of you guys. Maybe you're really good at rejecting people or portraying like you don't need them. There's something about being standoffish too, because the Queen of Swords is sometimes somebody who cuts people off with their truth, with whatever knowledge they have. And with the Knight of Wands right next to that energy, I'm getting a very action oriented, like they're thinking, they're gonna act on it. I think the gossip about you is that you could be brutally honest, even though you have a very ethereal kind of energy to you. Yeah, I think that you have this really great ability to, there's something, why did I hear fake it till you make it? Because there's a lot of energies. There's an energy of like faking it till you make it, and there's an energy of bluntness. So I'm not sure if you have a very double-faced exterior of where you had this ability to be nice and kind and very soft and goddess-like, but you also have this ability to take that out and then become very blunt, very cutthroat, very in your face, very like straightforward, and very just very, very blunt. There's something about your knowledge in history or politics too. And I'm not sure if there's like something about debating too. Debating, saying something, speaking up for something, or putting up your boundaries. I'm getting this as a group setting too. Like there's others because of the Three of Cups, or there's like a group, or it's really interesting because I think maybe the gossip is they just don't know. It's kind of up in the air because there's so many people. There's something about maybe even going to you because maybe you know all of the tea, all of the gossip, all of like the information that's needed, and you put this like game face on of like pretending like you don't know anything, that you're innocent. Because I'm getting a little bit of a sneaky energy, but I'm not getting malicious. So that's why it was like a little bit it was a little hard for me to figure out if it was a good or bad thing. Well, let's look at the oracles. You have a rebel. Challenges authority to affect social change. Rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. Shadow attributes. Rejects legitimate authority out of anger. Rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. What? Okay, you know what? Now I understand why I was getting so like systems, political systems, and like politics and stuff. You also have Leo here. You have debt paid off. The old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you in your life. Nothing will come of the situation. Void, of course, moon. You have dance. You have the month of February. You have success. And then you have eagle, triumph over obstacles. So I think people are talking about how you've come to many possible dead ends in your life with nothing will come of the situation. However, you just somehow found a loophole or another cup that you had in your back pocket, or another card up your sleeve that helped you become successful or helped you get to where you needed to be. I think to an extent there is an artificialness because you kind of have to put a game face on. I'm not sure if you're in a competitive job or environment for some reason, and you kind of have to put on a mask and not show all your cards. But I'm also getting like another story where you are very humble about your successes. A lot of people don't know how much you have or how much you've like produced, conducted, created in your life with artificial heart. Like, you are way too humble that people might not know all the successes you actually have. With the month of February, you could be an Aquarius or Pisces. Piscean energy sometimes is a little bit more reserved to me, and they don't always show their true thoughts unless they really like you or want you around. And I think if you went through a rough time or are now really good with keeping your boundaries up or in keeping that kind of wall around you, it's kind of what helped you become so triumphant in your obstacles, because people didn't even know you had obstacles, but you were going through it because you kept a tight lip on it. Like, I'm not sure if you necessarily speak upon your hardships in your life, but I think people are kind of at the tail end of your success because you have debt paid off. So I think a lot of people just see that you're just getting a bunch of things, but if they really got to know you, they would know that you're going through all of these things. And maybe this is what people are talking about. I was like, oh my gosh, you wouldn't even know about option 4s. Like, they look amazing right now, and they are, and they always have been. However, you wouldn't even know that they were going through so many endings and so many heartbreaks. And everyone's just like, what? Really? I wouldn't even have guessed. Like, they seem so successful and like their life is so easy. And it's like, no, definitely not easy, because I was there. Like, I was there for them when they were going through a rough time. And, you know, they were just really going through it. They didn't even have any options, but they found a way. Like, you know, that's kind of what the gossip is, in a good sense. Because I also was getting like a hater sense where there's also gossip where it's just like, why did they get so many of these things? And it's because they don't know that that you have gone through so many obstacles or so many hardships in your life. You are resilient with this Leo card, and I think that you exude a lot of star quality that a lot of people pay attention to you, and maybe that's what like attracts the negative attention to you, option 4s. And maybe that's why people might think that you're artificial, it's not real, because it's like too good to be true. But it's not too good to be true. You've just went through a lot of bullshit, and now you've reaped what you've sown. So people kind of are maybe gossiping about like how you got to where you are, because it must have been super crazy. But also I think the other end of the gossip is like, it just fell in their lap. They didn't even have to do anything. But you did so much in the background that people don't know. You were playing this long card game with life and making the right choices and making the right moves. And despite all of that, I think you just like dance it out. You have fun. You go to concerts or music festivals, raves, whatever, block parties. There's something about just like partying and having fun and like reveling in the success. And it's just crazy because I think some people don't think about or talk about how you got there. They just think it just showed up somehow. But yeah, I think those people are just freaking haters. And I think it's interesting that Rebel is here because, yeah, I think you do fight for the system, a fight against the system, and kind of try to understand everyone and try to enlighten yourself, challenge yourself with different perspectives in order to have more peace with others and yourself. That's something that people notice and talk about. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting for the cards there. Let me turn off my mic and I'm gonna go ahead and grab your charms. Alright, so let me turn it off. Let me get this together. Alright, so letters. You have the letter H, the letter K, L, W, and P. The numbers you have here is 8, 9, 3, and 5. So I'm getting that people talk about your creativity or think that you're creative. There's something about your strength with the number 8. The number 9 is all about independence. Number 5 is all about the changes and the hardships that you went through. You have Aquarius here, so I'm definitely getting more of like quiet to yourself, or maybe there's a part of you that you don't really share with a lot of people. A lot of Aquarian energies I get are usually like more to themselves and they don't really open up about their hardships. You have imaginative with Cancer here, generous with Leo, passionate with Scorpio, and optimistic with Sagittarius. So these are like qualities that people could talk about when it comes to you. You have 2 butterflies here, so that gives me a lot of transformations, a lot of growth. Actually 3 butterflies. You even have 2 like sports. I'm not sure if you're very athletic, but you have tennis and baseball here, and you have 2 bats and 2 rackets. So I'm getting like you have a lot of friends. I'm getting that maybe you like sports, or maybe you're in different teams, or that if I'm just getting the symbolism of like teammates and like games and having that reciprocation and like pitching and batting and batting and pitching, like, and you know, kind of throwing the tennis ball back and forth to each other, or hitting the tennis ball back and forth to each other. There's something about that. There's something about that consistency in your relationships. You're always in it for a new journey with the foot here. You have a heart, so I get that you're very loving, or that you're surrounded by a lot of love. You have a feather here, so I'm getting that represents like purity. You even have a heart with wings here, so I'm getting purity once again. You even have a bat. Maybe you have 2 sides to you. Maybe you have like an angelic side, and then you have like a goth side, you know, a pink and black side. I'm thinking of like that pink and black house meme. That's what kind of you're giving me here. You even have a cat here with a bunch of like designs on it and lots of swirls. So I'm getting a lot of mystery to you. I'm getting that you have black cat energy where, again, mystery, independence. You even have a starfish, so maybe your beauty is something that is, you know, alluring, the ethereal energies that I was picking up on. And I'm getting like your connections with other people. This charm kind of reminded me of like another message I was getting. It's like the gossip about you. A lot of people gossip about you because they could only even know about you through gossip, because you would never be friends with these people. Like, whoever is gossiping about you know only very little about you. And I think even with the cat symbolism here with all the swirls and the swirls here, it's like you would only get this big, you would only get to this big swirl, or metaphorically this piece of information, from this smaller swirl or this smaller piece of information. Or does that make sense? It's like this weird connection with everyone, this interconnectedness with, maybe you know everybody. You're like really quiet into yourself, but somehow you know everybody or know a lot of people. I'm getting that maybe you have a really nice voice, really nice speaking voice, talking, singing voice. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting there, option number 4s. But that's all I'm getting for you. Hopefully you enjoyed your reading and it resonated. I thank you so much for tuning in. That's all I have. So I'll be seeing you guys next time. Bye.